Then drop them drawers, I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel. But you make it.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to teach you guys how to look flawless in a good couple minutes, not too long, under 30 minutes, you know, something real simple. I'm about to open the wrong thing. Okay, that's cute. So now I'm going to just go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, just so I could X out all my pores and get everything right and tight. Because you don't need that much, but you still want that good type of face, okay? And let me put my mirror on. I'll just do my motherfucker. We're gonna put a little putty on. So if I'm looking down, don't say much. But I don't. So for my quick little foundation tip, I don't usually use. Oh my god, all the ads! Like, why so much ads? I got my little AirPod in, so I'm listening to my music. 16-hour, long lasting. Shake it up a little bit, get them juices ready and stuff like that. So I have 2 of them. Actually, I have 3. And I have 3. You know, if I do somebody that's a lighter shade makeup or whatever. I use it sometimes, but it is like a lot. Like when you want to do that lifted type of yellow type of look, I usually don't use this, but it's like I put like a dot, like a lip, not even as big as that, like smaller, because it makes it so white. So just trust me, if you want that like white feca look, then this is for you, because you know you can put a dot and just blend it out and it's still going to be so much, but not me. So what I'm going to use today is my Deep Cinnamon. I'm going to go in with the shade Deep Cinnamon. And I'm not going to put on foundation. I put on my primer just so it could shrink my pores and you won't see anything. And it could be very flat. And so now what you want to do is go in with this little base. Just put a thing right here. And then right here. And I don't do all that extra stuff that people do. Hold on. I'm going to use my little mirror because I can't really see in this camera or whatever. And I want my makeup to look good. I don't want to try to be like, oh, it looks crazy. Because I can't see. Just put it in those areas. You don't really need it everywhere. Just those little areas. Put a little bit on my nose. A little bit more on my nose. Because, you know, you got to remember, I'm not putting foundation on. I don't know where I got this, but you can buy beauty blenders, Amazon, Five Below, Dollar Tree. You get beauty blenders anywhere. So just go get you a beauty blender, and then we're gonna just start to blend this out, mama. So how is your day going? My day's going well, very chill. You know, see, there's a little brown girl. It out. I don't understand this little theory that everybody's just doing, where they put like a dark ring around their lip and blend it out like contour. I don't know. It's not my forte. Not my goal. And start with the inner core and then blend it out that way to lift up more. You see how flat this is? My eyebrows first, but you can do your eyebrows first. I feel like it looks like a better cut when I don't do my eyebrows first, but that's just your preference. So when you're blending out, you want to start in the center more and just stay there. Don't move a lot, but like move a little in the same area that you want it blended out in. So I want mine blended right here and up. So I'm going to blend in these proportions first, and then once it's flat and it looks completely blended out, I'm going to go in and start to blend it out other places too, just to make it blend out flat on everything else. But do not drag it all the way down here. Leave it in this little area, type of area. Just leave it right there. Go with the nose. Been doing makeup for 3 years now. But the first year when I was doing makeup, I wasn't doing it. I was just like, I wouldn't say playing around, but I wasn't taking it, like, I didn't really do a lot. I was just doing like a regular foundation, my eyebrows, some lashes sometimes. I didn't know how to put lashes on that well, and I was scared. I'm gonna have a video about that, of how you put on your lashes properly, because a lot of people do struggle with lashes. I don't anymore, you know, but I still struggle with lashes sometimes, because, you know, it's not really your fault all the time. Sometimes sometimes it's the glue, and the world just don't be wanting you to be great, like, baby. But I've just blended that side out just like this side. Now I'm going in, tapping in the middle. You want to tap out a little bit, and then just keep going out more, just to blend it out. You know, you want to put a little pressure. Let me stop. I'm listening to my music. I'm in my tea. But anyway, so now I'm gonna do my eyebrows now after I just set my little face or whatever. So I'll just go in with this normal brush. I got this brush from Walmart, the Mod Brows / Groomer brush, you know. She fit real cute. And then I got my LA Colors Pomade, the shade Dark Brown. And I'm going to go in with this. It's like a cream. I feel like cream is way better than like the pens or sticks or whatever people use for their eyebrows. I feel like this is just way better. It's more easier. You have more control over how dark you want it. So, you know, you could just go in with a little dip. Why is my hand so white? I don't know. Something. Don't talk about my hands in the comments, because, yeah, I can clap that. But I don't know what's going on. But, yeah. So I feel like because I just washed them. But, you know, just dip into it. I dip heavy because I know what I'm doing. But I recommend dipping, like, you know, just a little light. Not too heavy. Because, you know, if you're a beginner, don't go too crazy. But you know how you want your eyebrows. You know how you want your eyebrows. So I already have my eyebrows mapped out because they're already like shaved or whatever and waxed and everything. So I just brush back, but I brush back but go down. So just brush back, down, back, down. And then I just do like that. And then I just go like this with the edge, and I'll just comb it all down. So I'm gonna just do one eyebrow on camera, and once I do that, then we're gonna go into it. And this might seem a little white in some areas, but we're gonna fix that. So don't worry about that. Just worry about these parts that I just did and conceal. So let's do a little eyebrow. I start at my end base and drag down, and then you just keep going and just drag it a little bit further. And now I see how mine is just too light. I'm gonna dip back in with my shade and just make it a little bit darker. But I start before the end of my eyebrow just in case I mess up or it's just a little too dark. Make it like that. Okay. And then you just, I extended mine a little. So now it's more extended. So now I can focus on the upper part and just start to fill this part in. My eyebrows are not that hard. They're really just mapped out already because I cut them a certain way. I usually get them waxed, but if I don't get them waxed, I cut them. And I just cut them a certain way and they just look perfectly fine. So I really don't have to cut them, but you can cut them. But no, cutting eyebrows not for everybody. When I first started doing my makeup, cutting my eyebrows was not for me. I was like, I'm not finna do it. I'm not doing it. Because if I mess it up, I'm going to be pissed. And everybody like, just do it. My sister wanted me to do it so bad because she's a makeup artist, whatever. And I'm just like, girl, no, ma'am. Like, I cannot do that. So now with my front, everybody else does them different. So it's really up to you. So I just start at the top right with the brush angled like that. I go in like this and just brush back. Just to darken my top part. But I like to darken this top part more because it's a little bit lighter. I don't know why it's lighter, but it's always been lighter. I think it's because I cut it wrong when I was in like 6th grade, But like that was mad years ago, so I don't know why it didn't grow back yet. Do the same thing with the bottom. And then I'm just gonna brush that out so it looks as harsh and dark right there. So you see like right here it's a little just dark a little bit. So I just brush like that and then up. Brush back and forth and up. And then that's my little perfect brow to me, you know. And I'm gonna go just do the other one off camera. I'm so hot, but I just finished my other eyebrow. I mean, they not twins. They not really supposed to be twins. They gonna be sisters, cause you know eyebrows are really never even. But get into my eyebrows. Oh yeah. Go with the bronzer. I just use this little slanted type brush. You know, I still got makeup on it anyways. But it's a slanted type brush. It's very like soft. So it's not hard, so it could just run across my face real simple and light, nothing too crazy or whatever. So yeah, I love brushes because it's like slanted. I love the slanted big type. And I feel like it really depends on your type of face, because I usually use this brush because it's not too big for my cheeks. It gets the whole area right here without doing too crazy or stuff like that. So I always just use it. So really just depends how your cheeks is, but I like the slanted one because it cuffs right here, and it's like it's a little bit wider right here, so it just cuffs. It's Black Coffee Cafe Noir. I'm not sure if that's the name. No, Black Radiance is the name. Black Radiance is the name. It's a little going because I use the heck out of it, but yeah, I love this. So I recommend getting this. I use this for bronzer. You can use this for contouring too, nose, whatever you really want. You can use it as a shadow. It's so good. Okay, so I just go in, just tap with it, and I hit off all of it, because it is very strong, and I don't need none of that craziness on my face looking extra dark. So now with this side of the face or whatever, we're just gonna go in, tap. I start from the back and then go upwards on the cheek, and then go back more, and then just go like that. You know, just light, soft hands, not too heavy-handed, just so it could blend out in your skin a little bit better. And then you see how it looks now. If you feel like it's not dark enough, you can go back in and just do it. I just dipped in it again. I'm just gonna go back in with it and start from the back and go upwards to my cheeks, because I want it a little bit darker. So if you don't want it darker for the first pat and you're fine with that, that's okay. I know a lot of people are scared for their, you know, their contouring, because I was scared. Sometimes I'm still a little bit scared, but I'm more comfortable now. Like, I'm not too scared about it. But you know, some people are scared to go a little too dark. But you just gotta go in. You see that difference? How it's just so soft and just, yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is go on with the other side, just to get that other side in. What I'm gonna do is go back in with this shade, my chestnut one, not the deep cinnamon, because I already did that. So even, I just want to make my face a little bit brighter up here anyways. So we're gonna fix 2 in 1 problem. Just rub that extra stuff off. Just do a little tap, tap. That's all I need. And then we're gonna go and just blend this out again, like we did with the first time. Okay, so see, now it's lighter, it's a little bit more smoother for me. Now I'm gonna just do the other side. Just how I did that. Just focus on that crease part, and then just go out. And then now a little bit more. And now after that, then we're going to just blend that out on the cheek just to make it a little bit brighter. Okay, so now they're both light a little bit. Now I feel like if you feel like you lost a little bit too much, because I feel like I lost a little bit on this side, so now I'm just go in and just make it a little bit darker again, because I lost a little bit of that contouring by trying to lighten it. So now cheeks are lifted. Okay, so now after that, we're gonna just start with the contouring of the nose. That's my favorite part. So I go in with the same thing for my contouring my nose. Sometimes I do go in with my Rihanna shade, a little dark little shade. It is a little messy, but it's the Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty in the shade Espresso. Oh, girl, focus. It's trying to focus on me. It's trying to focus on me. I don't know. But it's the shade Espresso and Fenty Beauty. I usually go in with this and just dip into it. If you want a longer last, this is better for you. But I like to use this because it's easier. It's more blendable. So if you're a beginner, I recommend using this. This, you have to work more and do a lot of work. And I know some people might get frustrated when they're first working. I meant when they're first beginners, because, you know, you're a beginner, so it's going to be a little bit harder for you. But I'm going with this little just regular shade. It's 241 angled shade brush. And it's an angled, it's slanted. I always like my brush slanted. I don't like the straight or flat ones. I just need it to get into these roots. So we're going to start up here and then bring it down like that. So I just take a little dip. Not too crazy. You know, I'm going to get my mirror. I see all that shade on the back, and I just cleaned this mirror. But anyway, I start in the center of my nose because that's what I want the skinniest part to be. So I'll just drag it from, I'm trying to let y'all see, and just go like that. You see that dark shade right there? And then I start to bring it up, and then down. And now, a nice little line right there. Now it's a structure right there. And now, I'm just gonna go like this and just go, and that's why I have the flat part out like that, and just blend it down like this. Keep your point at the tip of wherever you want the contouring to stop at. So I just stop it like that, and then I just keep going down like that on it. Don't forget about the upper part. You need all of it to be blended out. You don't want a little bit to be blended. And if you feel like it's too dark, you can always lighten it with setting powder later in the future. But it's always better to start lighter and easier for yourself. This is very dark, so it's a little bit more harsh. So that part's very dark. I like it. It's to my setting. It's to my liking. So I'm usually gonna cut it, and it's really good right now. And if it's too much, you could just wipe like that and just take some of it off. Just like that, if it's too dark for you. Okay, so that's fine for me. And now we're gonna start with the other side. Same angle like that. And then just down. Start at the tip of your eyebrow and bring it down. Now I recommend for it to be like that. Once you set it down, just wipe your brush off. And then go in the same angle. Okay, so I'm gonna close this shade because I'm done with it now. Just close that, put it to the side. Focus on your tip. Like that. I'm gonna tap on it a little bit just to lighten it. But I prefer to use my hand. It comes off easier and quicker. And then I just do the bottom of it. Just to get that straight point. Okay, so after I'm done doing that, now I'm gonna start the baking. I'm gonna just look at y'all and remind y'all, I just go back in with this point just to make it a little bit more sharper. If I lost any of that by contouring the middle part, just to lighten it. Get the tip of it and squeeze it to hold it real tight. Just to bring back that bridge that you lost if you did lose it.
So this is the Airspun setting, loose setting, face powder, whatever, setting powder, whatever. Original formula since 1935. What shade is it? It's a lot in here. I don't know what shade it is. Oh, it's Suntan 070 through 30 shade. So I use this, and I do use the Fenty Beauty Rihanna one, and it's the banana. This is really good too, but I feel like for darker skin, this is better. I'm gonna show a video dedicated to this probably in the future of what kind of trying to figure out how to get the right one so no flashback or ashiness. But I feel like this is way better. My preference, your preferences depends. So it's just the preference of mine. Hold on. Okay, so now I'm just flattening it out, dipping it, dust off all of it. Oh, child. I know y'all probably like, oh, you dusting off all of it, but no. I just like a light thin layer to start off with, and if I need more, I just go back in with it. So I start a little long angled. Forgot the brush is slanted. I don't know, I like really slanted brushes. I don't know, it helps get into the knit and crannies or whatever. So we're gonna just go like that. And start at the top part like that. I'm not gonna touch the nose yet, but go like that. And then I just turn it like this and go up. Make it more up more. And then just go off the face a little bit. Okay, so now I feel like I'm not using enough, so I'll just dip back in. Because I have my little layer set now. So now I can get back in. Go up the nose a little bit. Just to lighten it. If you wanted it lighter. I just go over the whole nose with the extra left over. Okay, for that side. And this is so sweat proof, it leaves no sweatage, so when you sweat, it's so good. It's very sweat proof. And the more you put, the more the sweat is gonna hold. The more it's gonna hold sweat in. So now we're gonna go to this side and just turn it like you did on the other side. And go back inside like that. And light, as I keep saying, light, do your hands light, do not go as heavy hand, just very light. Very light. Now I'm gonna go in with the baking for the nose part. And I just lay it across the whole nose. I don't usually go across a little part. You know, if that's just me, you can go back in and just do like a little line like this. Just to make it more better for you. I don't need to do a lot. But yeah, I just did it for y'all so I can show y'all. And now, for my forehead, I just put on all the parts that's oily on my face. Because my forehead is very oily, so especially going for that forehead. And now get that bottom part. Go to here, since we never got this part. Since you know you feel a little sweating, you pat that dry down. Just to make it go deeper in your skin. Once you swipe across, for my oily parts, I pat down. Okay. So now for my blush, I'm not a blush person. That's why I kind of forgot it to put it in this clip. Not really a blush person, but you know, some people are. So this just is a contour and blush palette. Profusion, that's the brand. This has little shades with a little brush. I don't use this brush. Have it in matte long. It has the bronzers in it, the
blush type, and then it has, I'm not sure what this is, but it has these, which is like bronzers, but shiny bronzers. I'm not really into shiny bronzers, but anyway, so I just tap in both. I always do this, I always tap in both, and then hit that off. And now we're just gonna go in with your, you're gonna go in the inner T-zone for your face, wherever you like your blush to be at. Just put it right there. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more. Just to brighten and make it a little bit more peachier and rosier. Pretty. Does add a little bit more lightness to your face, but I don't know, it's just not me. But it's okay. Residence by Anastasia Beverly Hills. A little dirty, but yeah, you could just go in with that. I'm gonna go in with the shade Crepus Umber. That's right here, just to get a little shadow on my eyes if you do want a little shadow. And it has its own mirror, so I'm gonna just use this. I'm gonna tap it off like I do with everything, because you don't want to have that extraness. Start right here. You don't have to do this, but I do just want like a little color or something on my face. So I'm gonna focus right here just to make this crease darker. And then I'm gonna rub off all this extra excess. And then I'm gonna blend up here, just to blend it out a little bit. Okay. Just like that. You're gonna slide across, don't pat, just slide across very lightly. Gets the job done way quicker. If you want yours to be a little darker, you can go back in with it. I just want that like darker like this right there when I'm about to up. That's it. Right there. And then I just go a little bit over. I don't touch down here, just touch up here. Go over. My other eyes, the same thing. Nothing different. Stay right there, pack it right there, and then just go over the top. Just to have some shadow there so your face won't look as plain if you feel like it looks plain. I don't really do this every day for my on my eye. I just leave it how it is. But you know, you could just add a little razzle. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep it. But I know I just like a little darkness sometimes. Remember to blend it out right here too. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is get a smaller little brush, maybe my little detailed brush, a small orange detail brush. I'm gonna go in with the shiny shimmer shade right here. It's Parmava. I don't know how to pronounce these names, but I'm just do it like that. Tap on it. Tap off a little bit because I don't want too much to fall out. So now just tap right here, just to make a little pop. You don't have to put that there, but I just want like a little pop right there. Extend it up a little bit. Not too crazy. But you know, make it look like a little eye look a little bit. And just drag it out. Now just add a little pop to the eye. Don't really have to do that, but that. If you don't want it as far over, just cut it like that, pull it down, so you won't have as much over. Just blend it out a little. And you can do a little contour on your nose with this too. As well. Not into this shade. So I'm gonna wipe that out. But yeah, that's all you gotta do for a little eye. I don't really use this shade for my highlighter. I use this by Rihanna. this one, girl. It is shade Cinnamon. It's not spelled cinnamon with the C. It's spelled Sinamon, unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. But it's this very pretty shade. Very pretty shade. I'm gonna try to hurry up and do my video because it's getting a little dark, but I just rub it across the top. Just like that. This is strong. So I just use a little dab. And I go directly down. Just like that. Because I like my nose bridge to be shiny. You don't have to make it shiny, but I like my nose bridge shiny. So I just like a shiny nose bridge. But you don't have to. I just feel like it makes it look more dimensional and more snatched. If I feel like it's too harsh, like right now, I just rub it out just so it could come off a little bit. And just rub into it. And that was perfect to my liking. And now we're going to start on the cheeks. So for the cheeks, I'm just going to go in with a thick contouring. Not contouring, highlighting brush. This is Beauty Treats F04 brush. She's a thick one. I just go like this, tap onto it, or you can even do the center, and then just look like that. And then I just brush like that. I just put on my side. Oh girl, she is so pretty. Like this shit is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna even do the other side. Let's see. I can't even see from this angle. To dip in it again. That's how pretty and strong it is. But I'll just tap right here just to make a little pop. You don't have to put that there, but I just want like a little pop right there. Extend it up a little bit. Not too crazy. You know, make it look like a little eye look a little bit. Just drag it out. Just add a little pop to the eye. Don't really have to do that, but I just want it like that. And if you don't want it as far over, just cut it like that, pull it down, so you won't have as much over. Just out a little. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. Do a little contour on your nose with this too. As well. Not into this shade. So I'm going to wipe that off like that. But yeah, that's all you got to do for your little eye. I don't really use this shade for my highlighter. I use this by Rihanna. Yes, this one, girl. It is shade Cinnamon. It's not spelled cinnamon with the C. It's spelled Sinamon, unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. But it's this very pretty shade. Very pretty shade. I'm gonna try to hurry up and do my video because it's getting a little dark, but I just rub it across the top. Just like that. This is strong. So I just use a little dab. And I go down. Just like that. I like my nose to be shiny. I have to make it shiny. I like my nose to be shiny. So I just like a shiny nose bridge. But you don't have to. I just feel like it makes it look more dimensional and more snatched. If I feel like it's too harsh, like right now, I just rub it out just so it could come off a little bit. And just rub into it. And that was perfect to my liking. And now we're going to start on the cheeks. So for the cheeks, I'm just going to go in with a thick contouring. Not contouring, highlighting brush. This is Beauty Treats F04 brush. She's a thick one. I just go like this, tap onto it, or you can even do the center, And then just look like that. And I just brush like that. I just put my side. Alright, girl, she is so pretty. Like, this shit is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna even do the other side. Let's see. I can't even see from this angle. I can't believe. Yeah, that's pretty too. Go a little bit more. I don't even have to dip in it. Again, that's how pretty and strong it is. But yeah, so this is the final look. Okay, this is the final look. She is giving everything that she needs to give. Okay, so I'm feeling this look. I'm loving it. But if you did like this video, like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on. And for more content that you will be getting, because you will get a little bit of everything from me, a little vlog, a little eat, a little mukbang, a little cook, you know, a little makeup, hair tutorial, wig install, everything. You get everything over here, okay? Maybe in a little, maybe even a little gameplay if y'all want me to, because I used to do a little gameplay back in the day on little streams and stuff. So if you like little stream play, did you like this easy makeup tutorial for the new and beginners that don't really know how to do makeup and stuff, and they just, you know, they struggling a little bit, I'm here to help you out. Any questions that you have, I can make another video or have any updates or answer your questions down below, just to give you more advice on how to do your face, because makeup has come so naturally and easy to me. Only been doing makeup for 3 years, going on to 4 years, soon to be. But I hope you live for this video. But just leave a comment down and just tell me what you think about this beautiful makeup look or whatever. And remember to always love yourself, because self-love is deeper than you think. Okay, and I'm out.